Most of the times I do get questions like, Celine, how do I move to Scotland? I want to move and work in Scotland. Okay, so guys, today I'm just going to give you more information about Scotland, how you can come to Scotland, and so on, because I think some people are just confused about how the whole thing. Okay, now, Scotland as a country on its own, yes, but it is part of the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is actually made of four countries, which is England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. So if you have been dreaming to come to Scotland, you need to acquire a United Kingdom visa. And then when you get to the United Kingdom, when you get here, depending on how you like, depending on your flight, you then come to Scotland to live. Now, living in Scotland, it's an amazing thing. It's very, very good. If you were to talk about the four countries, I will specifically say Scotland is the best place among all the other four countries. So I'm digesting all that for you to understand better. Now, let me go straight to the point. I don't want to, go any corner. Scotland is the only place that if you live here for maximum of 3 years, you have access to free education. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're grown up, children automatically having free education. But if you're living here and you want to probably like do other courses, you want to study, you want to upgrade at other things, Scotland is the place that you do study for entirely free. Other parts of the UK you need to pay, but in Scotland it's not like that. Scotland is the only country that if you live here, your child actually goes to school from nursery to the university level for absolutely free. In England, you will be getting student loans. So after school, you will actually pay back. But in Scotland, there is nothing like student loan for your first degree. You would go to school for absolutely free and you even get bursaries, guys. Scotland is the only country among the four countries that actually gives free transportation to children, all right, under 18. Okay, so if you're a child from primary one to like, so you are 18, you are able to get your own bus ticket, like a bus card that actually uses that for like until you are 18. A place that if you're a family person in particular, you should consider Scotland because one, the security here, I can say it's far better. It's way better compared to the other side of the UK. In Scotland, you hardly hear anything like robbery and things do happen. I'm not saying nothing happens over here. Things do happen in Scotland, but it is very on the low. Okay, and thanks to God. Okay, over here it's much safer compared to the other side of the UK. Moreover, the jobs over here, it's actually it's actually good. Especially, let me bring the NHS for instance. In Scotland, NHS Scotland actually pays better. Okay, NHS over here, Scotland, like they do give better offers, or they do give better sponsorships. Like everything about the NHS in Scotland is entirely different. Everything that is supposed to be given to you is being given to you. This is how good Scotland is. So, guys, those that are wanting to move to Scotland, I'm going to be sharing with you where you can specifically find jobs in Scotland, just in Scotland, only in Scotland. On this website, you find no other job if it's not in Scotland. Okay, so Scotland is actually 4 or 5 major places that people do normally go to, and that is Edinburgh, which is the capital, Glasgow, which is like way popular than the capital because like there are a lot of foreigners in Glasgow compared to that of Edinburgh. Okay, so that's why Glasgow is quite popular. Yes, and Aberdeen is one of the nicest and a very beautiful place. And also Dundee is also one place that a lot of people do go to. Okay, foreigners actually. So if you're coming to Scotland, these four areas are the areas you should look at getting places to live. Okay, if you come to Glasgow, there are so many areas that you can actually live. have a dream to come to Scotland, you can actually come onto this website to get to know more about the country, understand how the country works. It says deciding to move to another country for work is a big decision. So they've created this for you to come and have very, very important information about Scotland, exploring the country, the careers in the country, and so on. And then on this particular website, you can find major agencies that can recruit you. So you can see over here, there are a number of recruiters. I've listed all, like, it's been there for you, so you can go through all these recruiters and apply to them to get a job, to move to Scotland. And listen, these companies are there, like, you can apply to them as many times as you can, because they're there to recruit people into the country. And Scotland is a country that really allows foreigners into the country because they want to grow bigger. Okay, My Job Scotland is also one place, and NHS jobs in Scotland. So guys, have to check where you want to live, because where you actually live also determines how you spend. Okay, and if you really want to save, if you're living in Scotland, then where you live also matters. Okay, but in general, Scotland actually give a very low rent compared to the other parts of the UK, like England. Okay, it's a place you can get a very, very good place with a very, very good price. That's one thing I can say about it. So if you're somebody who is actually coming to work to live for greener pastures, to build a better life for yourself, then Scotland is the place for you. Because major part, rent is the thing that chops lot, like the major part of your money. It's not high, then that means you can actually save a lot. It's an amazing thing. You have peace of mind. You actually have, like, it's not a country that you'll be walking and you'll be thinking, oh my God, it's somebody following me, am I going to be attacked, and so on. And the racism level is not, it's not that, it's something you can deal with. You know what I'm saying? It's not even there. Okay, because I've lived in Scotland for some time now, and to be frank with you, I've never witnessed anything like racism, unless maybe it's me that really have closed my mind to what we call racism. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing it. But to be frank with you, I've spoken to a lot of people, some people, okay, and they've also said the same thing, that they really don't come across racism and so on compared to the other side of the UK. Like, the Scottish are very, they're very, very, they're very, very respectful. Let me put it that way. So that will be it for today's video. And so if you find value in it, please give it a thumbs up. It actually helps. And so till we meet again in our next video, as I take advantage of these opportunities, apply to many jobs with a very good CV and a very correct CV format. So we meet again in our next video. I say you stay safe, you live long, where you belong, and you do no wrong. It was your girl Celline, and I'm out.